Welcome back to your daily dose, everyone. This is Monique here on Infinity Tarot, and these are readings that I do every day, short, quick readings, because we all have really busy lives. But I really love that Spirit speaks to us. Spirit is always so excited and keen to speak to us throughout the day. So I hope that when you find this reading, it is meant for you. Okay. And if it doesn't resonate with you, please just let it go. All right. Because it is a general reading. So let's have a look and see what Spirit has for this Wednesday. Wow, the King of Pentacles. This has been such an interesting week so far. We've had a lot of wealth. We've had a lot of cards about prosperity, wealth, growth, expansion. This king just epitomizes all wealth and achievement, attainment, accolades, reward, everything about it, okay? He can be a little stubborn and set in his ways, but you know what, in order to be a king you kind of have to be that way. So maybe some of you need to hear that. You need to be a little bit more determined, a little bit more stubborn in the decisions that you make for your life. Usually when I say things like this, it is Spirit speaking through me. So those of you who don't know me, I'm an intuitive reader. So I sometimes veer away from the traditional meaning of the card, and I just allow Spirit to basically channel through me and just give me images and, any messages that that it wants me to say to you and share with you. Okay, so I really get this feeling of some of you need to hear that you need to be a little bit more stubborn and determined to go after what you want, because this king is all about that achievement of everything. Okay, and he never let anybody get in his way. He never let anything get in his way. He went after what he wanted, and he is now ruling the kingdom. He is ruling his life. He has all the resources and wealth. Look at all the grapes. I don't know if you can see how clearly you can see, but he's got grapes all around him. Vines and grapes represent just that lovely, delicious expansion, wine and food and just beautiful, wealth and everything that relates any metaphor you can think of about wealth as well, and any synonyms that you can think of for wealth. That is what this king epitomizes. And he's just remember as well that he understands that staying connected with the divine is what helped him get to where he is. So even though he's firmly rooted, he's got his feet firmly planted on the ground, his energy is grounded to Mother Earth, he is a human being, but he is also aware that his power and authority is coming from the universe, and that is how he reigns with confidence. Okay, and that is why he has everything his heart desires, because he understands that it is his right to have that, as that spark of the divine, that godness that you are, viewer. Okay, so this is the challenge energy. So whenever the Hierophant pops up, it is a major arcana card, so there's a lot of big energy in here, and because it's in the challenge position, I encourage you to, I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to establish a really secure, consistent spiritual practice where you are connecting with the divine. So there's a reason why I mentioned the king's crown and him understanding that his power and authority comes from above. Okay, so he is the ruler of his life, but he understands that it's because of God, because of the universe giving him that authority and power. And the Hierophant is basically the king of the religious world, of the spiritual world. Okay, so he rules. This is like the Pope, basically. Okay, but he understands as well. He's all about spirituality, having that spiritual practice, having structure, knowing that when his heart and his mind are aligned and they are serving his higher power, then the power that comes from that, his authority comes from that higher power. Okay, and he has balance. So you can see the two pillars here on either side of him, and the two monks or priests on either side of him. They're two keys. This is a very balanced card. And so it is vital that you have that spiritual balance, that spiritual practice that is going to keep you both connected to the divine, but also rooted like the king on Mother Earth, with all that energy flowing through you. there's very little that can go wrong, okay? I'm not saying things aren't going to go wrong in life. We are human beings. That is what we experience, okay? But it's how you deal with those challenges when they come about. Because if you have a really strong connection to God, whoever your higher power is, when you have that strong connection, like a tree has its roots in deep into the ground because it understands that when the winds come, the hurricanes and the gales and the branches are being tossed about, that trunk is not going to snap. It's not going to break, okay? And the only time that does that is when it's starting to become brittle or dry, or it starts dying, because the nutrition isn't, the roots aren't feeding the tree and making it grow and building in that lovely, strong, thick trunk. Okay, so I really feel some of you need to hear that it's very important to have a strong foundation, okay, both spiritual and in the physical world. Okay, have that strong foundation, pursue strong connection to both your spirit and your life, okay, and your goals and dreams, everything that you want for life. The pentacles represent earth energy, okay, so that's definitely that, again, that balance between the spiritual and the physical. I encourage you to go and watch your readings for Monday and Tuesday, because I also speak about balance. So that is definitely one of the themes that Spirit is drawing you to for this week, viewer. All right. Okay, the King of Swords is, again, a king of laser sharp focus, determination, knowing who he is and what he wants to achieve. His vision is very clear. Okay, so one aspect of the king, he can be a little harsh. I remember I said with this king, he can be a little bit stubborn, a little bit hard-headed. But sometimes you need that in order to advance. Sometimes you need that energy of being strong-willed and laser-sharp in your focus. So maybe that's kind of, from all these figures, these are very powerful figures. 2 kings, the king of spirituality, the Hierophant. And I really get this incredible power that is in these cards about taking authority and ownership of your life. And sometimes it is going to require you to be a little narrow-minded and determined. Okay, so not allowing distractions to come in and rule you and veer you off in different ways and doing different things. Okay, so I think some of you need to hear that. So take the stubbornness out of these 3 figures, but in a way that is going to create better, stronger, firmer foundations, firmer outcomes, better outcomes. Okay, these characters, no one tells them what to do. Okay, so no one from the outside world dictates to them who to be, what to do, what path to follow, what to do with their lives. No one would dare tell a king, what to do. Okay, because, there will be consequences. All right, and just remember that this is how the universe sees you. All right, the universe sees you with all this power and authority of itself. Okay, the universe has given you that power and authority to rule on earth, to rule your lives, to be in control of your lives, to manifest and create anything your heart desires, and to take charge of things. These 3 characters are all about taking charge of their lives, spiritual and physical. Okay, so this is your finances. So maybe some of you need to be a little bit more strict with your finances. And this is the King of Swords. He is very clear with his thoughts. He's not allowing even his ego to come in and manipulate his thoughts. Okay, and no one is telling him what to do. And what I love about this king is that he's sitting here in nature. So he's got his feet again. Remember the metaphor used about the tree having its roots. Both these kings understand that they need to be rooted on Mother Earth, because this is where they are ruling. Okay, but they stay connected to the divine. The butterflies here are speak about transformation. His head is above the clouds, above the storm, above the storm. He's thinking clearly, he's envisioning clearly. All right, and all three of them are wearing red, so they're very much paying attention to their passions, their goals, their ambitions. All right, but they understand that they need to have flow, and they understand that they need to have balance. Last card. Yes, judgment. Sorry, I'm just going to put a card down here to keep with YouTube's rules. So, judgment is about second chances. It's about hearing that call to rise up and go for what you want. So, the characters here, they are stepping out of coffins. They are getting that second chance at life. They are so grateful. They are opening their arms up to the heavens and they are giving thanks. They're filled with gratitude. They are getting the opportunity to, perhaps some of you are looking at starting something over, starting over. But being a little bit more grounded and determined and balanced to achieve your goals. Okay, to achieve this abundance. And the Judgment card, another major arcana card, okay, is saying, whoopsie, is saying that you are being called to go forth, to conquer, to achieve everything your heart desires, be the king and queen, that authority in your life, and don't allow anyone else or anybody else or anything else to dictate to you how to live your life. Okay, heed the call. The Spirit is telling you, rise up. Okay, it is time. I'm going to leave it there, viewer. Please don't forget to subscribe, click your notification bell, like, share, and comment. I love hearing from you. And viewer, I'll see you for your reading tomorrow. Bye.